Michael Dobbs from Winchester, Kentucky was elected as the Student Government Association president to represent the students on the Board of Regents. He joins us in the studio now to talk about the SGA and their plans for this year. Michael, thank you for joining us today.
More than welcome.
And you have some pretty big shoes to fill. I mean, Jeremiah Johnson held the position for 3 years in a row, and now you're coming on. Do you feel any pressure from that at all?
I do a little bit, just because, after 3 years, you're in the swing of things, and you kind of know what's going on and what you're supposed to do and what to say and when to say it. But, we just met Wednesday all day for our annual retreat. I mean, that was 8 to 5 straight through with like a 25-minute lunch break. And so I was able to kind of gauge how everything works. And then yesterday, of course, was our quarterly Board of Regents meeting. So it was a little bit more comfortable yesterday than it was on Wednesday. So, it'll take some time, but, everyone on the Board of Regents is very open and willing to help me out and kind of answer any questions I may have. There's no stupid question, as you always hear. So they're really understanding of my, rookiness here, and they're really open and welcoming.
What made you want to reach out for the presidency? I've
always been someone that just wants to be involved. So, I started out as a senator at large, and then I was elected as secretary, and then, I was like, well, I'll run for president and see what happens. And, obviously wasn't contested, which was a lot of weight off my shoulders as far as campaigning goes. But I've always had a heart to help people, and, it's not for a title thing. It's not that at all. I love talking to kids one-on-one if they have an issue, whether it's the dreaded parking or even if it's like where to find a class or just if they're homesick. I want to help people have as good of a time as I've had.
And do you have any big plans for this school year?
I guess kind of something we're piggybacking off of from last year is we're trying to get a time capsule reestablished. We opened one last spring in Pogue Library that had been there for it's either 20 or 25 years. So we're going to try and get a press release out to the student orgs and the academic colleges and the residential colleges and have input from them onto what they want to have in that time capsule, so that hopefully 25 years later we can have another one open.
And what are you most excited about this school year?
I'm just most excited about, getting back in the swing of things and making this summer or this year the best that it can be. We have some pretty exciting changes coming along. We've got some capital projects coming on. We've got a new dorm on the way. We've got the new Breathitt Veterinary Center on the way. So there's a lot of exciting things they're going to be taking place over the course of the next year, and just getting students excited about that. And I think an important thing I'd like to stress to students is what SGA is here for. We're not just a bunch of boring kids sitting in a room talking about governmental stuff. I mean, we're here to help you out with whatever it is, whether it's, again, parking on campus or something about campus dining facilities, or, if there's a crack in the sidewalk you catch your toe in and trip on your way to class, we're here to help you out. And I think students need to use us as an outlet for their frustrations and their compliments. And because as a regent, I can take that onto the board and present whatever issue there is to them.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Michael, and best of luck with everything this school year.
Thank you.